Austin here with Tour Collierville, and I'm here today for 2 Minute Tuesday with Kip Meyerhofer, and he's the co-owner of Dogtopia. So, Kip, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's nice to visit here.
Yeah. So, I guess let's start off. Maybe if you want to give our viewers a little bit of info about yourself, maybe where you're from, and that sort of thing.
Sure. Well, to start, so I'm here representing Dogtopia. The other important owner, my wife, is working at Hunter Fan today, but I always call her the chairman of the board. I'm the president of the Dogtopia.
Okay.
I work for her in this operation.
Gotcha. How long have you been in the business, I guess, of, dog daycare? Dogtopia, we know you do dog daycare, but how long have you been in this business?
Well, I guess it depends how you define the business. I've been in dog daycare my whole life. I've always had dogs. And,
Gotcha.
I think I had a little break in college, but other than that, always dogs. But I didn't start in dog daycare as a profession. In fact, for 25 years, I was in IT.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
didn't know that.
Yeah, quite a difference. But
Gotcha.
it was time for a change.
And where was that?
In Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, and is that where you're from?
Yeah. Well, I went to in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I grew up in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Ripon, Wisconsin. Went to college in Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Met my wife in Wisconsin, and spent 25 years building a career there.
Gotcha. So did y'all move straight to Collierville, or did you spend some time in some different areas around here?
No, right to Collierville. I mean, just like with all of our moves, kind of our first question is where's the good schools, where's a good community, a safe community. And,
Sure.
Yeah, we got word from the people at Hunter Fan. You really want to check out Collierville.
Gotcha.
And so
how long ago was that you moved here?
about 2 years ago,
Okay.
we moved into some temporary housing and then built a house.
Okay. And how long has Dogtopia been around? It's not been too long, I know.
No, not a year yet.
Okay.
We opened our doors in May after quite a long process getting it open. But it's been worth it, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, so do you like your location behind the Collierville Mall? You're around a good bit of up and coming stuff, and a lot at the mall too. So
there really is a lot to like about it. I think from our customers' perspective, I was talking to some customers today about how do you like the location, and they say it's real convenient there, and I like it because it's right next to Petco, so there's dogs walking in and out
that's
all day
perfect.
long, and they're seeing us. So it's convenient. It's nice. Great parking. Urban Air just opened up next door to us, and that's bringing in a lot of people to check us out. Petco brings in a lot of people to check us out. So
sure. Well, can you tell me a little bit? Obviously we've already said doggy daycare, but I know you offer some other services. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We do boarding and spa. So spa means baths, ears, nails, brush outs.
Okay.
We don't do the haircuts. That's a whole different business.
Okay. Gotcha.
Maybe someday, but
okay.
So we start off always saying daycare. That's what I say most of the time, because if you board with us, you get the daycare.
Is that just is the difference between boarding and daycare? Is that just when they stay overnight? Is that the difference there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But our place is really designed for dogs being out and socializing and exercising and playing in a really safe environment.
Big playrooms and stuff?
Big playrooms, indoor and outdoor.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's more often that the dogs are out playing. They play for 10 hours a day by us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that the owners enjoy that. They
come
home tired and
nap. A lot of times the owners will send pictures in the parking lot, their dog crashing in the car as soon as they get in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're pooped out when they get home.
I bet. Yeah, 10 hours is a long time to play.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So, if you could kind of give me a rundown, what is a day in the life of a dog at Dogtopia? If you can kind of walk me through it.
Yeah. Well, there's different days. There's the first day.
Oh yeah.
And the second day, and then
it's kind of like dropping your kid off to school for the first day or something. It's a different type deal.
And if you think about it, there's a parent perspective and a dog perspective.
Absolutely.
And for a lot of people, the first day it's stressful.
Yeah.
And so a lot of our job is to recognize that this is hard for the parent. This is hard for some dogs.
Well, it's kind of a social experiment, you know. It's like, how's my dog gonna act to the other dogs? You know, are they gonna get along? Are they gonna play? Or you know, is my dog gonna be the loner? You know, I'm sure there's a lot of that, you know, kind of anxiety if you've never, you know, taken your dog to daycare or boarded your dog before, I guess.
It is, and for a lot of moms, sometimes it's more stressful for the mom than it is the dog. And the dog's the one going in the room and having a bunch of other dogs going up and approaching them in ways that, you know, very aggressive sometimes. You know, the sniffing, hello, play, I want to play, I want to play. I'm not ready to play, I'm new here, give me a break.
Give me some slack, I need to get, you know, used to my surroundings. Do you get a lot of dogs? For me, my dog came from the shelter, and so sometimes, you know, I get a little worried about, you know, dropping her off somewhere again. You know, don't want to trigger any of that anxiety or what have you. Do you see a lot of dogs that come and do dog daycare from, you know, being in the shelter previously? Yeah,
we get a lot of shelter dogs.
Really?
There's a lot of great pet parents that are adopting dogs. It's outstanding.
That's awesome to hear.
And we get, you know, some dog daycares are don't take pit bulls. We do because any dog breed, I mean, there's a potential issue with, and most dog breeds and dogs are fine. But for all dogs, I mean, safety is our number one concern for the dogs that are already there and for the new dogs coming in. So we have a process, a very thorough process that we introduce the dogs to. And then we also keep track of dogs and know that if you as a dog have an issue with another dog, well, maybe we have to keep you in different rooms. Or if you need a slower introduction when you come in, then we have to give you a slower introduction. But it's safety first, so we figure out what room you're most comfortable to play in for a safe purpose. And then who your buddies can be. And you know, for I'd say 85 to 90% of the dogs, it's more about stress. For a few dogs, when it turns into a safety issue, well, it can't be a safety issue. So we have to figure out something else. Maybe a trainer has to be involved to try to get over that, or something else.
You know, you kind of hit on it already. You know, the safety stuff. You know, my dog gets hair everywhere, and so I'm just curious. Like, how do you keep a place like that clean with all those dogs?
You should have been there yesterday.
We had cleaning day yesterday.
We had 3 huskies there. And I told the owner when he left, I said, every time you bring your dogs in, we're brushing them because they come into the room and it's just hair everywhere. So some dogs are really great at shedding a lot, and that makes quite a job. But I tell the people when they come to work for us, you know, one, you got to love dogs, of course. You got to be confident to manage dogs. But 2, you got to love cleaning. Because this job is half cleaning and half taking care of dogs.
I can imagine.
You know, just from a safety perspective, you got to disinfect multiple times a day. You got to clean up any kind of pee and poo and other stuff that happens.
Sure that, I mean, that just happens, you know. Well, it sounds like there's a lot to it, you know. You think about a place to just drop your dog off, but you gotta know a lot of stuff.
Well, and that's why I got into franchises, because I didn't want to learn all this stuff from scratch. But I did want to have a great product and a safe product to have for pet parents to bring their dogs to.
Gotcha. Well, I guess, you know, we've learned a lot, but I'll open the floor if there's anything that you want our viewers to know about Dogtopia that maybe we haven't talked about yet.
Well, if you haven't tried dog daycare, you know, it's a great thing to try. Socialization, exercise for your pups. I mean, it's really a gift for them. It builds up their confidence. So many people are taking their dogs out to different places. Not just dog parks, they take them to restaurants, Home Depot, they run into other dogs. It helps with their behavior, helps them interact with different dogs and different people. So it's more than just a play date, it's a learning and growing thing to take them to daycare, get that socializing. And the exercise, you know, so often, you know, we came to Memphis for a better climate, but so many days you really can't go play in a yard. I mean, it's muddy, it's too rainy, it's too cold, it's too this. So
I'm dealing with that right now.
So it's an opportunity on a regular basis to get your dog that exercise. And we have, Dogtopia's got a lot of things that are different than a whole lot of places. I mean, we've got walls that go all the way up to the ceiling, so it's quieter than most dog places.
Yeah.
We've got air conditioners that are always at 68 degrees heat, and we have each room is separated with the airflows. So if we were to have any kind of bad bacteria in the air, we contain it from one room, and every room has its own UV lights that sterilize any kind of bad bacteria.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty advanced stuff.
Yeah, we invest a ton into safety. The floors are rubberized for your joints, so it's not concrete floors that they're running around on all day long. I mean, that's
something I wouldn't have even thought about.
Yeah.
Well, there's one other thing that I would like to throw in, and that's that Dogtopia here in Collierville absolutely supports adopting dogs from the shelter.
Yeah.
And remind me, you've got a deal worked out with the animal shelter. If you adopt a dog, you get a free trial of daycare. Is that right?
Yeah, you know, I encourage it as much as I can. If somebody were to say, if I adopt this dog and have 2 weeks, I'd be like, yes, adopt the dog. We need our dogs adopted.
Yeah.
We definitely want to help and promote dog adoptions. If dog rescues are raising money for anything, I love to offer a month of daycare as a raffle or as a silent auction item. We do a lot to help. We want to help rescue dogs. It's just, once you get into this business and you see all the dogs that are out there for adoption, I mean, it's heartbreaking.
And I'm sure you hear all kinds of stories.
Yeah,
it is heartbreaking. You know, seeing a dog, you know, like on the side of the street or something, and, you know, just everybody wants to stop, you know, and do something. So, you know, it's definitely something that, you know, that we need to do is adopt dogs. For sure. So.
And we actually have a dog periodically at our facility that we're kind of fostering for a little bit. We have one right now. She's just a sweetheart. So
does she just show up?
Well, we talked to actually Fayette County Animal Rescue.
Okay.
Yeah, they bring in a dog periodically to get socialized a little bit. So we like to help get them socialized and show how they can play with other dogs and they're safe with other dogs. It builds up a little bit of a resume for them.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, really cool, really cool. Well, Kip, I appreciate you coming in, and thanks for letting us know a little bit more about Dogtopia.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Austin. Appreciate it.